Unasikia baridi wende.
Umeshabutua hivi?
Sisi hajafika huko bado. Wapi wewe? Ni watu hapa kwa mbele.
Lala mpaka hapa. Usinipate.
Sasa.
Here at Pangani Estates are trying to pick up the pieces of what has been left of the demolitions that happened yesterday at 11:30 a.m. Majority of them actually tell us that they were left out in the cold as this demolition went on till 3:30 a.m. And I'm actually joined by the chairman for Pangani Resident Estate, who's also in part of the committee for the urban renewal, and maybe he can give us more towards the demolitions, what happened. Mr. Chairman, is it that you were given the notice for vacation but you refused to vacate, or what exactly happened?
On a serious note, excuse me, let me just... We never received any notice for vacation. We have never refused to listen to discuss with the county. We have continued saying that we are supposed to leave the estate by 31st of July. But all that has been done verbal and in the press, and nothing official. They've never communicated to us. We don't have an eviction notice. We don't have any official. Now they give us an eviction. They have been saying we are supposed to leave by 31st of July. Now, we went to court on 9th of July. And because they had given us some documents regarding compensation, of which we were supposed to go through the documents and then we were supposed to go and sign. But the documents were voluminous and they had a lot of legal background. We could not, as laymen, we could not handle it. We had to give it to if anything, that's what we had been advised to our lawyers. And we had told them, the lawyer, to continue dealing with the lawyer, because he's the one who is advising us that the document, what you have here, does not favor you at all. So, since we saw they are not listening to us, that's how we ended up going to court. Now that there is a court case, and there is supposed to be a ruling on 18th of July, that should be on Thursday. We don't know what advised them to come and demolish the houses. Now it's a long night. It has been a long night. Yeah.
I understand this is part of the county's plan to put up affordable housing, and they said on their end that they'd already paid off certain residents a check of 600,000 that they can vacate, and giving them an assurity that they will be given a first priority once the affordable housing have been put up. Did everyone receive those checks?
I do understand. Yes, some people did receive checks of 600,000, but not all of us. Just some people. And the reason why the others didn't collect the checks is because they were following the advice of the lawyer that what we are being offered is not correct. Because if anything, you are supposed to collect payment and sign for what you are collecting. But hereby, we understand those who collect the checks, who are collecting checks and just signing on a piece of paper. We don't know what that piece of paper was, because there was no understanding on that. So there are those people, yes, there are those people who have picked the checks, and some of them have already left on their own will. But most of those who picked the checks were still in their houses, because they were still not convinced. After they were given the document, they found that what they received was not what they had bargained for.
And majority of the residents here have stayed for how long?
On average, we have residents who have stayed here 35 years up to 55 years, even 60 years in this estate. Yes.
And was there a tenant purchase agreement?
In that document, there is that agreement which was never signed. Yes.
All right. Well, there you have it, Edmond. Still been an ongoing battle between the county and the residents here of Pangani Estate.